those risks in.
President Biden today saying he wants to have American troops out of Afghanistan by August 31st, but later refused to say he would keep troops there until all Americans are out. Michael Waltz, former Green Beret, now congressman from Florida, served several tours in Afghanistan as a special forces officer, knows firsthand about the dangers there. Congressman, good to see you. One of your colleagues on the other side of the building, that Senator Ted Cruz, just tweeted, "America does not take orders or deadlines from the Taliban. We will leave on our terms, not theirs, and our terms are that we've gotten every trapped American to safety." It's great that Senator Cruz said that, but it appears as though President Biden is not exactly heeding that advice.
No, it's not. Two things. We never leave Americans behind, and we don't take orders from the Taliban. But we are on the verge of doing both, Leland, and I fear we're also on the verge of a mass hostage situation that will rival anything that we saw with Jimmy Carter in 1979 and the Tehran hostage. It'll make that situation look like a sleepover compared to the hundreds to thousands of Americans trapped behind terrorist lines. That will be fantastic.
You said, Congressman, forgive me for interrupting. You said hundreds of thousands. Yeah. There weren't hundreds.
Hundreds to thousands.
Got it.
We cannot get a clear answer from the State Department on exactly how many Americans. And that's, Leland, that's not just in Kabul, but there's also a number outside of Kabul. And for reasons that still aren't clear to us, our special operators are not authorized to go get them. We are basically saying, make your way to Kabul or you'll be left behind by August 31st. And oh, by the way, you have to get through dozens of Taliban checkpoints to get there. It's unacceptable. It's un-American.
You've worked in White Houses and been an advisor to principals as these decisions are being made. Is this a case where President Biden sort of really doesn't care how you get to the end, which is American troops gone by August 31st, and the consequences and whatever happens between now and then doesn't really matter?
You know, it appears to be. I don't know if there's kind of a heartlessness there or just clueless or both. But there is a total divorce, Leland, from what Biden is saying publicly and then what we're being briefed in classified settings like we were today with the Director of National Intelligence, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Blinken and Austin. So, you know, we're hearing that the Defense Department is prepared to stay beyond August 31st, that they are prepared to go get Americans proactively without waiting. The intelligence community is saying al-Qaeda will come back and intends to come back. It's not a matter of if, but when. But then we go to the White House with Biden and it's everything's fine and the mission to leave is going to happen no matter what, regardless of the consequences. This problem is going to follow us home and America is less safe because of it.
Former Admiral Kirby, now Mr. Kirby at the Pentagon, said this today. Take a listen.
We're trying to get as many out as we can. And so if we can exceed what our previous expectations were, and we have over the last couple of days, that's a good thing, and we're going to continue to drive at that.
So is he preparing America for Americans being left behind?
Yeah. Yes, that's how I understand it, is that they're going to get out who they can. But, you know, at the end of the day, this stubborn, irrational, made-up deadline from Biden is what's driving our policy. And, of course, the Taliban are seizing on that. Having sat across from the Taliban and negotiated with them before, you know, they understand strength and they take advantage of weakness. And right now, I think they smell weakness in our policy. And that's not just a talking point. That's how they operate.
What do you make of the administration's sort of focus in President Biden's speech, both on the risks of this and on specifically ISIS-K and the risks from them of keeping Americans on the ground?
Yeah, so one thing to understand in Afghanistan, it's a bit different from Iraq. The Taliban and al-Qaeda are married at the hip, but the Taliban and ISIS are opposed. And what we're seeing is a growing threat of a ISIS suicide bomber ISIS vehicle-borne, car bomb hitting our perimeter the longer that we stay there as a spoiler. Now, the Taliban have made it clear that they will also turn on us past August 31st. But between now and then, there is a growing threat of ISIS ignoring the Taliban agreement and hitting us. Oh. And that's what Biden is saying. He's factoring in his calculus of staying beyond the 31 deadline. Our message needs to be, there will be consequences to you. There will be bombs on foreheads, and we will kill you if you get in between us and saving Americans, because that's how they understand their risk and their calculus. But instead, we're reacting to them. We're being dictated to by the terrorists, and it's just unbelievable and unacceptable.
Congressman, you've been a strong advocate for getting Americans out and getting our Afghan translators out as well. We appreciate you coming on, sir. Good talking to you.
Okay. Yes, sir.
More than 75 doctors.